Here we go. 2025 Racket and Tennis Club Open. This is the men's final. In white, Sam Khalifa on the left wall. Chris Callis on the right. The team in black, Zach Alexander on the left. Jim Bamber on the right. First game. First game, Bamber to serve, love all. Second serve, love all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have the final of the R&TC Open here. In the team in black, we have Zach Alexander on the left, Jim Bamber on the right, and in white, we have Racket and Tennis Club members Sam Khalifa on the left and Chris Callis on the right.
Coming in.
I'm sitting here with Dalem. How do you think this is going to go?
I think the one seeds, Callis and Khalifa, are probably going to take this. They took us down pretty comfortably in the quarterfinals. I think they're looking great this weekend. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they're naturally the favorites. But Zach and Bamber are very solid, very tactical. I think they're going to give them the biggest push they've had so far. I'm excited to see this left wall battle. Zach, a lot of people think he has the best hands on the tour. I agree. But I think Sam's going to give him a good run for his money there.
Oh, great reverse from Khalifa.
3-love.
Good start for Khalifa and Callis, 3-0 so far.
Bamber's coming out hot, throwing in some cross-court nicks, pounding the ball.
Yeah, he was putting that ball in right in front of my feet yesterday. How much I could do about it.
I'm curious to see how many of those straight drops Zach Alexander's going to put in against Khalifa. He's pretty quick and crafty at the front.
You know, I think he might put it in every now and then. As quick as Sam is, and he likes to kind of use that sliding lunge when he's under pressure, he does tend to hang back a little bit. I think we're going to see a lot of use of the middle of the court resetting.
Wow, great shot.
Great shots. Oh, can't give it to him there.
Box Jim out there.
Yep.
He's so solid around the middle, Callis.
Yeah, he looks for the middle just as much as he looks for that breaking ball that would come into his body. He's able to handle that breaking ball and the middle ball to kind of put in a soft reverse. Uh-oh.
Got away with that one. That was a little sloppy.
Oh, it's a good spot. Oh, is that in? That's pretty nice.
5-love, right side.
No,
it's
it down.
just slow.
Yeah.
He looks for that angle really well. He hit that from the door against me and Kyle yesterday.
He's so smooth around the middle, Zach.
Yeah, he reads the pattern so well. He never seems to be in a rush. Left ball there.
5-love.
Yeah, I really like the way that Callis resets from the back a little more creatively than most players. He's got kind of a resetting skid boast to either side from the door, which just makes it that much tougher for his opponents.
Bamber's playing such a high pace here, just slamming it around the middle.
Oh, he's going to be pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he was telling me on Friday, this is one of the places where he's actually never won a title here. So you know he's going to be battling.
Wow, well, I think this court definitely favors Callis and Khalifa to play here about 4 times a week. So.
Oh, yeah. Little home court advantage.
Yeah.
Good spot there. Wow.
Khalifa's taking it in pretty early to Bamber. He's one of the fastest guys on the tour, but looks like he hasn't been punished yet, but we'll see how long that holds up.
Yeah, it does seem like they're they're kind of spreading the shots relatively evenly between the two of them. But I wouldn't be surprised if they tried pushing Bamber back to expose that front right. As much as he's faster than Zach, if Zach gets his racket on the ball, his counter is just too good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to choose which one of these guys to pick on if you're going to choose one of them.
5-love head start. This is a good start. Sure, that's just what they were looking for.
It's a great lob to reset.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the ball's really hot. All these shots at the front of the court are sitting up.
Yeah, it's going to soften up. It's going to be fast. It's going to be a little bit tougher to put that ball down.
Yeah, what's interesting about this court is when it's a little warmer outside, that temperature in the court actually heats up a lot because of the sunroof.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a lot warmer today than it was the last 3 days outside. This ball's got to be flying.
Now, if you were Jim and Zach, what would your strategy be to try and create some openings against Khalifa and Callis?
You know, I think probably just making them take that ball around the door area, which is it looks like what they've been trying to do so far. Khalifa's just so dangerous up high in his backhand. They can't really give him the ball there.
Yeah, I agree. I think one of Zach and Jim's strengths is their ability to, for the most part, control the tempo of the game. And I've seen them play fast, but it seems like most of the time they prefer to play just like that, right down the middle, kind of resetting, right, get them to the back and wait for the easy one.
Yeah.
Yep. And here it is. Yep.
I've noticed with Zach and Bamber, they're so disciplined with their strategy.
Yeah.
You know,
seems simple, but is so difficult. I always struggle with that.
Yeah, I mean, they've played together for years. Like,
through the legs. Fans love that one. That's that kind of trickle reverse.
What a shot from
wow.
Khalifa. Crowd loved that one.
Oh my God. The fadeaway.
Yeah. You could hear the cheer all the way from the commentary booth.
6-2. Yep. Yeah, he's too good right there.
Yeah. Can't give him anything there.
3-6.
Oh, Bamber's really jumping for these volleys, not letting anything get to the back door if he can help it.
And Sam's style is so deceptive, it's hard to read. He kind of prepares his racket with the racket face facing downward and then ends up cutting the ball easily into the nick in the front.
Yeah,
just as well as he could just pound it from that same position.
Him and Zach are so good at that.
Mm-hmm.
They're definitely two of the best shooters in the tour.
Ooh.
Bit of a sloppy error there.
4-6.
It's a harder shot to hit than it looks. That ball is kind of spinning away from him. It wants to clip into that side wall, and I think he was looking for the neck.
Yeah, this weekend, Callis and Khalifa have been so good at just controlling the pace. Oh, what a finish.
Yep.
Just taking teams apart. They haven't dropped a game this weekend yet.
Coming in, 7-4.
Yeah, the way he gets his feet around, he kind of torques his racket up. Like, he could have pounded that just as much as he dropped it in the neck like he did. That's a good spot. Looks like a let ball.
7-4.
That's a great way to reset it.
Yeah, I feel like both teams here are so strategically sound, and they generally put that ball in at exactly the right time. So it's really going to be a battle of position. Yep. Pushing back, put it in short. Oh, that was a bit of a force from Bamber, I think. And
Good on Callis to play the contact there. Oh, Zach's doing a really good job of pushing Chris to the door here.
Good get from Sam Khalifa.
Great reset there, yeah.
There.
Take all the pressure off. They're really starting to go for it here.
I bet that's a wet ball.
Yeah.
You might want to stroke, but I bet it's a wet. Looks like they're arguing about something else. Probably a pickup.
Yeah, I think that pickup in front.
Chris seems to think that was down.
7-4 in the right. Callis to serve.
I think all four players really here would call their own double bounces if it is that they.
7-4 in the right.
He believes he got it. He believes that he didn't get it. So. That's a good shot. Yeah, way to box him out there, Sam. Oh. Whoa. Uh-oh.
Yeah, when
A little choppy here.
When Sam winds up to hit the ball, to absolutely crack the ball, use the entire body.
Yeah.
Just goes all the way through it.
He's really started incorporating a lot more pace into his game. So he's always had the hands, that's for sure, from day one.
Yeah. It's a great move.
Oh,
wow. What a finish.
Yeah. Jumping backwards, cross court rolling, had Sam behind Zach.
It's a Josh Hughes shot right there.
7-5, left side.
Ill-advised if I got away with that one. In the back there?
Kind of looks like it.
Jim and Zach have really closed the gap here.
Yeah.
2-point spread.
Started off a little slow, but they're right back in it. Zach's doing a really good job of getting this ball over
forced error.
Callis' head.
I think Chris was trying to power that ball hard boiled past Bamber. Just clipped the tin. It was interesting seeing Zach so far being a lot more passive than he was with me yesterday. Maybe he thinks I'm not as good a mover as Sam. Maybe fair. Or maybe he's just trying to find his rhythm.
Yeah.
6-7.
Hot ball, hot court in the finals. Maybe.
Yeah. Taking more calculated risks.
Yeah. A lot of squash being played.
Yes, Sam and Chris actually haven't dropped a game all tournament. All competitive games, but they did seem to know they were going to win every match so far. Bamber and Zach, obviously number 2 seeds. They dropped a game in the first round against Henry Parkhurst and Jacob Basso, who played better than I've ever seen them play, but ultimately, very tight.
Yeah, Jake and Henry are a solid team.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot better. I think Jim and Zach kind of woke up and finished them off. Then they beat Elroy and Chris Saku in 3.
Second man, 7-8.
Which is not an easy team to take down in 3. And yesterday, Paolo Martino and myself took them on. Obviously, we didn't prevail, but it was essentially the first time I've gotten a game off of Bamber and Zach. It's disappointing, but it's
There's that.
there's always a little bit of hope when you don't get bagel.
Well, that one around the back winner you hit in the third or fourth game must have kept you going.
It was good to rewatch, although it's got to be the luckiest shot I've ever hit in my entire life. Something they say about a blind squirrel.
As we're getting to the business end of this game, where do you think this is going, Josh?
I've got to go Palace and Khalifa.
Second man,
Root on my
right side.
R&T team here. But I suspect we're going to see some longer rallies. They're going to be a lot more calculated with how they attack, trying to use low risk, more pressure, so they're going to hit wide into the bodies, down the middle, kind of like that. Oh,
Wow, what a
Okay.
finish from Callis.
I'm going to take it back. That was a pretty tough shot right there.
He's so strong over his head. It's a lot.
Quite a few of kind of jumping, fadeaway
Yeah, those
winners.
are a lot harder to
and
do.
they're
than
not
they look.
making mistakes on them so far, which doesn't seem to go that way for me.
Can't have guys like Rob McAvoy watching this at home and trying it on the
Oh
court.
God. No, I always, when I make a mistake, it's normally because my weight's moving back, and I always teach people you gotta have that weight moving into the ball.
Yeah. So if you're Callis or Bamber here hitting cross court to the left side of the court, are you worried about cross courts like that come around onto the forehand of Khalifa or Zach, or are you trying to keep them on the backhand?
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be particularly concerned about their position on the door. I think both of them are capable of hitting winners from there. However, you just want to be looking for it. It's much better them hit winners from the door than from that mid-court area.
Yeah. Oh, that was a tight ball to turn on.
Oh,
Wow, what a finish! Just
Yep.
slamming these balls in the neck.
wow.
Coming in.
Roller.
10-0.
What do you think they're talking about here?
I mean, if I was there, I would be talking about position. I would be getting
10-0. Coming
Zach
in.
in front of Khalifa. I think Callis tends to hold position a little bit higher than Khalifa. Bit of an unforced error there from Khalifa.
11-10.
Definitely not what they drew up in that chat of theirs. I mean, if you're Sam here, you definitely have to get some balls working to the front left to get Zach all the way up there.
Yeah.
Or maybe even
just
maybe
get-
even try to get Jim to come over and cover for him and get him out of position over there.
That's tight.
That's a really tight ball.
Good little hold lob from Callis. There's that creative reset I was talking about, a little lower than what he probably wanted. Oh, Sam.
12-10.
All right, 12-10, Bamber, Alexander.
Really turn this game around from the 5-0 deficit.
These are important points here. When you get to 10 all, when you're up 12-10, 13-10, it feels a lot different than being down 10-12.
Yeah, it's
Pressure,
such a
confidence.
momentum game
Yeah.
as opposed to singles with the win by 1 at 14 all. There's no falling asleep for a point or two.
Yep.
Wow, what a finish from
He did
Callis.
that. Got his feet set. Simple
Left
shot.
side. Left
Well
side,
hit.
Zach. Second man, 12-11.
He's actually got such a great straight drop in that front left corner. Hit that a few
Callis on his
times. That's right,
backhand.
Yeah, puts it in so quickly.
That's a good target there from Zach. Pushing him back. That's great.
Wow.
Great ball from Zach Alexander right there.
That's such a
13-11.
difficult ball to control and put in straight.
Yeah, and if he didn't clip that front wall, side wall nick there, I bet you Khalifa gets there.
That would
It's that change of direction that's so difficult. Is that ball in? That was a ridiculous winner.
14-11.
Yeah.
Game ball.
That's what he was doing against me. It's tough. It's hard to see that one coming. He's so smooth with every swing. It all looks the same for the most part. Oh, good pickup from Bamber. He tries to play that. Good reset from Callis. Nice inside hit to Bamber.
If you're Bamber and Alexander, you're taking it in your first opportunity here. What are you thinking?
I think they're both capable of pulling that off. I think they've been in this kind of pressure situation many times before. Oh, is that it?
Good finish.
That's it. Yep. Yeah, you called it. First time. And again,
Hides
he finds
ball
that.
with his
Finds
body.
that corner again.
Yeah.
All right, 1-love, Bamber Alexander. All right, we're going to step out, get some water, and we'll be back in about 90 seconds for game 2.
All right, we're back with game 2. Looks like Bamber's getting the feet moving, ready to go.
Yeah, he's got that kind of Ali Farag warm-up going.
That might be where the similarities stop, though.
Yeah, definitely the start that they were looking for. Surprised that Khalifa and Callis weren't able to kind of weather that storm at 10-all and find the opening. There's that middle that I think they're going to continue using quite a bit.
Yeah, let's see if Callis and Khalifa can start off as hot as they did in the first game.
Such a streaky game, doubles.
Yeah, such a momentum game. You think this ball is softening up at all? You think they're going to start taking it in short a little more?
I think it is softening up. I bet the next game is going to be even faster. Probably a little more offensive, whether it's 1-all or 2-love. At that point, they're gonna try and separate themselves a little bit.
Oh, it's a great shot.
Get.
Oh, wow.
Nick to Nick.
1-love.
Yeah, I think it was just a little too early from Khalifa there. Got to get Bamber a little farther back. That's a good shot. Wow, into Khalifa's body from Zach.
Sam's so quick up to the front there. He got a haircut today. He's looking pretty speedy with it.
Oh yeah, I think that adds a little bit of explosiveness to that slide lunge. There it is. Oh. Hold lob.
Really working Sam here in this rally, but he's getting up and down the court just fine.
Wow, great finish from Khalifa.
Trademark Khalifa, and then the fist pump.
A little bit of emotion coming out. He's starting to feel it.
I mean, he finishes so many points that way. That cross-court drop right into the neck.
Hits it so easily.
Almost puts like a sideways spin on it with his racket coming on the side of the ball.
Yeah, I know when I played Khalifa, he's so good in the front. When you do bring it in, you always have to follow it up, because if he gets there, his counter is too good.
Yeah.
You need to be anticipating it. Good middle shot from Callis. Breaking ball from Khalifa. Middle again.
Really extending the rallies here. Oh, Sam. I think that's where Sam excels. Just when people aren't really looking or expecting it, just throwing a soft cross-court drop in the front.
Yeah, he does it kind of like from his back hip with his opponent, just a half step in front of him, so he can't quite see it. It's too tight. A little fortunate bounce, I think that was. Tight either way.
2-1. 2-1.
2-1 to Khalifa and Callis. We'll see if they remain pretty tight throughout, or if one of them is able to separate a little bit. Oh, good get from Callis.
All on the frame there. Most expensive part of the racket.
Yep. Good get there. Oh. Racket's on the ground. Not sure what happened there.
3-1.
Frustrated about something. Could have been interference of some kind. Tight.
That's a good spot there from Callis.
Yeah, I don't think Bamber's trying to do anything special with that either. He's just trying to get that ball across the court. A little too tight.
Second serve. Zach and Bamber are standing so far up the court. Seems like they're always just a little bit in front of them.
Oh,
Great shot.
right in the neck. Yep, he's pumped.
Second man, 4-2.
Seen that from Bamber before. Sometimes it looks like he's going to headbutt his partner.
Sometimes he does.
4-2.
Occupational hazard of being Zach Alexander.
It is funny watching them work together. They work really well. They've obviously got their team chemistry, but Bamber is just so hyped up the whole time, and Zach is just calm, collected, not really phased. Don't see a lot of emotion. I think both Zach and Sam like to kind of turn in that back left corner, push their opponent towards the
5-2.
center of the court and look for the reverse.
Yeah. Even if it's only a couple feet off the wall there, they keep turning.
Yeah, right there again. Oh, smart shot. Reset from Callis. We're seeing a lot of both teams just pushing their opponents back onto that door. Good breaking ball from Khalifa.
Oh, it was a
Great
counter
get.
from Zach.
Wow.
Oh, good spot.
Yep. Very clever. Hard for Sam to cover that.
Coming in, 3-5.
Alright, looks like Bamber's coming in. 3-5.
Wow, Bamber's really going for these cross-court nicks over the reverse.
Yeah, he hits it so well. You can tell that. Oh, wow, what a get from Callis. Callis has played both of these guys plenty of times, and he knows how tough it is for that left wall player to cover Bamber's cross nick, so he looks for it.
Yeah.
Still tough if it's a good nick.
Wow. Zach gets the ball so far up the court.
4-5.
Tough when that ball's kind of rolling away from Callis.
Honestly, that was a little cheeky from Callis to take that as Sam was winding
Yeah,
up.
he could have left that one. Saw that in the first game as well. I've seen him pull it off just as much as
Yeah.
I've seen the error. Good spot. He's in the middle. Yeah, they make it all look so easy. I think one of the, apart from the shot quality that, they all have, one of the big differences from the professional and amateur game is the way they use the whole court, and they use that middle reset, and, they aim for the inside hips, breaking balls.
Yeah, they use the height over their heads so well, even on the skid post or the reverse post, getting it all the way over their heads to that ball.
Still a 2-point gap here. Anyone's game. Good reset there. Oh,
Callis jumping backwards over his head. It's a really
it's funny.
tough shot to hit.
We've seen a couple errors this game from both Callis and Bamber in that kind of jumping backwards dunking shot that they seem to be able to pull off in the first game.
Wow, what a get from Callis. That is so much harder than it looks.
Oh,
Perfect straight drop from Zach.
yeah, can't give it to him right there. Shoulder height, midline. It's too good. Six all, important stage of the game here. First one to get to 10. That's a great touch.
And he's popped.
Yep.
7-6.
Yeah, what a great effort to hit that from the back wall, turning too.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for Sam to see that because Zach is standing just kind of in between Sam and Bamber. Smart.
Yeah, it seems like Zach and Bamber have had that front position in the middle of the court ever so slightly. He's really spamming these cross-court necks.
That's tight. Good shot from Khalifa. Just hugging the side wall. Good weight on it as well.
7-all.
As the ball softens up, it can be really tempting to start overhitting and just pounding that ball down the line when really you need it to die. That's a good shot from Khalifa. Good read from Zach Alexander. Starting to see some hard hitting here. Yep. Oh, good angle from Khalifa.
Yeah,
Found that inside
good
hit.
effort to get out of the way there from Chris, too.
And we reset. Seven all, neck and neck here. Yeah, if my memory serves me correctly, there's a statistic in double squash where whatever team gets to 10 points first,
Wow.
70% of the time they end up winning that game.
Really?
Second
Yeah.
man. 7-8 on the right. Second man.
What do you think that is?
Sam on the
It
right.
could be confidence. You know, again, it feels a lot different when you're up, you know, 10, 11, 7, or 8, or being down that 2-3 points. It makes you feel like you need to do something when you really should just, you know, stick with your plan. Good depth from Bamber. Oh, a lot of coverage here. Both teams scrambling. Great Philly from Callis. Follow up with the attempted reverse. Good target. What a
Wow,
rally.
what a return from Zach.
Oh,
Yeah, great spot.
yep. Very smart there.
Yeah, we're standing right in front of him. It's
Yep.
pretty difficult to
Coming
see
in,
where the ball's hitting the
9-7.
wall there.
All right. They were down 2 points. Now they're up 2 points. 9-7. Let's see who gets to 10. Good shot from Khalifa.
Wow, Zach's doing
Good
a really
counter
good
from
job
Zach.
of covering these reverses from Sam.
Oh,
Second man.
kind of fortunate.
Left side.
He's usually
9-8.
very good at those kind of floating balls in the middle.
Yeah.
Can't give him options. 1 point game here.
The slap. 9-8.
Left ball. So far, a very clean game. No scandals. No strokes even. Just a couple easy lets. Both teams in the right spot.
What do you think of Zach's armband there, his compression sleeve?
It's a strong look.
Oh, what a reverse.
Wow. I think you have to be as good as Zach to have an arm sleeve.
So what you're saying is
neon
Rod
shoes.
McAvoy doesn't pull off the arm sleeve as well as Zach Alexander does.
You might have to step it up a little bit.
10-8.
Those sleeves, though, for injuries can be pretty useful. I know I like to bang that ball around pretty much as hard as I can often, and takes a toll on the arm, and I've worn the sleeve, and it makes a difference. Wow.
Wow, what a
Great,
counter from
great
Callis.
finish from Callis.
Coming
Wow.
in.
Nothing you can do
9-10.
about that.
He's so good countering at the front there.
Alright. So it looks like 10-9 to Bamber Alexander. Let's see if that statistic holds to be true. Oh, opportunity here. Oh, hold it down. Very honest.
Second man, 9-11 on the right.
11-9.
Couldn't see that on the camera angle, but it looked like it kind of nicked out on the back wall there.
Stuff again. All these players are very fair though. If they think it goes down, they're not going to take it. Sometimes funny watching a possible double bounce, and the refs making a call, and the players might overrule it. Ooh,
Wow.
that was a big point right there.
He's hit a few of those that game. He takes it so
Yeah.
early and just puts it in really
It's that
quick.
backhand drop you were talking about.
Sam on the
Yeah.
left.
From the middle, he looks for it.
10-11.
Battle this game. Hasn't been more than a 2-point spread at any point so far. Yep. Good pace from Bamber. Good touch. Reset. Oh, there's that Philly. Well hit. Great target
Wow,
from
what a
Callis.
spot.
Well done. Yeah, tough. Kind of broke in front of him. Think he caught that nick.
11 all.
11 all. Big next few points.
Wow, really good
Yeah.
spot from Sam there.
Really hard to handle those. So awkward. Good turn. Down the middle, smart.
So casual with that drop.
It's not as easy as it looks. Tight.
Shot. Could be a stroke.
This might be the scandal. He wants a stroke. Sounds like they may have called a no let.
Coming in.
I
12-11.
bet they give him a let.
Oh, it's stroke.
Stroke?
Wow.
I guess it was pretty close, wasn't it? On the reffing side, we've got Elroy Leong as the center ref, Dylan Patterson, Carl Baglio on the lines. Oh, that's a let.
Is that a stroke?
Yeah, I think Zach hit that one, right?
Yeah, no, but I think it hit Bamber.
Oh. I'm sure Bamber's suggesting that he shaped. I shouldn't have started
Point
talking
to
about
Khalifa and
scandals.
Callis.
Here we go.
12 all. All right.
All right.
Stroke.
Well,
Second man, 12 all.
Wow, really crucial 2-point swing there with those balls.
yeah, they needed those. Good ball from Sam Khalifa. Oh, smart way to get that over. And he tried for that. Good pace from Khalifa. Reset from Zach. Opportunity. Smart.
Oh, smart shot
Great
down the
spot.
middle.
Yep. Hard for Bamber to help him out with that.
Yeah.
Callis standing right there.
Coming in.
Well hit from Sam
13-12.
13-12. Huge point right here. Again, 13 all or up 14-12. That definitely affects confidence from both teams. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw Bamber and Zach being a little bit. Oh, wow. I was going to say that they might not be taking as much risk, but
Slick finish there
a
from
little
Callis.
too late now. 14-12, game ball.
Right side, game ball.
Looking to tie it up at 1 all. I'm sure they're going to hope to do this on the first. not give them any hope. And we'll see if they can do it. Pretty big swing from Khalifa. Wow. Oh, what a get.
Oh, and what a finish from
Nicks on
Zach.
Nicks. Yep.
Smart decision there.
14-13, game
See
ball.
them applauding Zach. Mutual respect. 14-13. Oh.
A little bit of
Big.
luck there. Catch the nick that far
It's a
back
good
in the
spot.
court.
Maybe a little fortunate, but he's aiming for the right spot. And now we've got sudden death. Oof. Good target. Oh. I'm going to reset this. Going pretty fast. Oh.
Looks like that was
Dude,
down.
dude.
Yeah.
15-14.
Wow, what a
Oh,
comeback
it's
though
tough.
from Bamber and Alexander, down 15-12 about 30, 45 seconds ago.
15-14.
All right,
Man.
well, we will be back in about 2 minutes when play resumes.
All right.
Toughest thing about squash is probably maintaining your body and keeping it injury-free.
Toughest thing about squash is physical aspects. You get gas. You know, your tank only has so much gas in it.
Oof, the lunges, tough on the lower back. I'll play one match and struggle to recover in 3-4 days. But it's physically demanding, but it's fun. It keeps you on your toes.
Probably the fitness aspect, because again, if you take even a week off, you're gonna feel it and you'll be so far away from everybody else fitness-wise.
Coming back from injuries and trying to stay mentally focused.
Not completely losing it when you feel like you've just had a really bad match or a really bad game and you want to break your racket. Keeping it together is incredibly tough for me.
The mental aspect, sometimes a match can be an hour and a half long, trying to stay focused with the physical challenges. So I think just that mental toughness and staying in the game losing.
All right, we're back. 2-love head start for Bamber and Alexander. They're surely looking to close this out in 3. And of course, Callis and Khalifa are looking to do this the long, difficult way. I think if Callis and Khalifa are able to get into a good groove early on here, we might be in for about a possible 2-hour battle.
Yeah, not the start Callis and Khalifa were hoping for here, but I think they can claw it back.
I think they can. They've done it before. That second game, 15-14, is significant. It could have gone either way. So we'll see if they can just recalibrate and figure it out.
Callis looks like he's storming around the court trying to take charge a little bit here, coming all the way back to that lob.
Yep. Tight.
Wow, Cleveland firing in these balls at the front right.
Oh, maybe a bit early. I really think they need to press them back a little bit farther before they start putting that ball in. I think that may be one of the reasons that Bamber and Alexander are being a little bit more successful, is the timing of those attacks. You can see even when Sam and Chris are able to get them in the back, they are pressing up.
Oh.
You could tell he wanted that one. He normally has that in the nick. Clipped it in. One love. So far, so good for Khalifa and Callis. Oh, that's a great shot from Callis.
Yeah, coming out hot.
Yeah, Bamber's close to it, but there's not much you can do when you hit it that well. And again, he hit it when you had Bamber just behind him.
Wow.
Wow, really good shot.
The boys are firing.
Yeah. Yep, it had to be that good. Well hit from Khalifa. 3-0 head start. Just the start they were looking for, I'm sure.
Bamber and Alexander coming out the back to have a little chat there between points. Maybe wondering if there are any hors d'oeuvres left at the fourth floor after the match, but
I think he might be more concerned about the bar.
What a shot. Wow. That is way harder than that looks.
Over his head, on his backhand, running backwards. Great touch.
Yeah, Zach's one of the few players that can consistently put away balls with a straight drop.
Yeah, from the back left corner, I've seen him do it regularly.
Yeah.
He's definitely not doing it here. Maybe he's not getting as many looks at it, or maybe Khalifa just knows to press up as he's in the back corner. We're seeing them about 2 steps in front of the midline every time they're in the back corner. They know they can be dangerous from all areas of the court.
That's a good cut from Callis. Sending it back again.
Yep. Wow.
Wow, what a finish.
Yep. Yeah, he was looking for that one. He knew just what he was doing with it. Right into the corner. I think one of the things that is sometimes hard to appreciate is their court coverage. You see a lot of times as they're covering for their partner at the door, like they don't take a step towards it, which it seems simple and obvious, but it's really hard not to take a step there.
Great get from Bamber. Like, that's got to be a stroke.
Yeah, I would think so as well.
Second man,
yep, and it was.
Yeah, I mean, they cover for each other really well, but I mean, even after, even doing that, it's been 4 days in a row of matches, including some pro-am matches for all these guys. They've definitely got to be feeling a little bit of soreness by this point of the tournament.
Good spot from Khalifa. Forced an error out of Bamber. 6-2. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going.
6-2.
Yeah, I think they put in maybe 2 really perfect short winners, and the rest were forced errors and just good, varying, hard targets down the middle into the body.
Yeah, Khalifa and Callister started hot and started really hot in the first game and pretty good in the second game too. Hopefully they can hold on to this lead.
That's another good spot from Khalifa.
So a couple good winners down the middle there.
It's like 7-2 now. Quite a swing. Great shot. Classic Khalifa cross-court drop. Good get from Bamber.
Second man on the left.
7-3.
7-3.
Yeah, Bamber's, I'm sure, is seeing that a lot from Khalifa. That cross-court drop.
Wow, what a get from Khalifa right there. That was not easy to do. Maybe you can do it, Dale. My legs can't take it anymore. Ambitious shot from Khalifa there. Working the others.
Wow,
towards
then
the
reset.
back. Yep.
You know, against both these teams, you have to win the point 2 or 3 times. You know, you get them under pressure, and they reset the ball so well.
And the way they read the patterns, like they know exactly what that opening is.
Yeah.
They'll put the ball in short. They'll cover that wide cross, knowing that middle ball is probably coming. That's why their reaction is so quick.
Great shot from Sam.
Very tight. Yep.
Took that in really close to his body too. He's so good at that.
8-3. Yep. Oh, what a get from Khalifa.
Sam's getting up so well to his front left to cover the exact shots. Wow.
Very nice shot there. Smart.
Behind him, leaning back.
Yep.
Khalifa from downtown.
Perfect time to use that. Looked like Zach was maybe a little bit flat-footed there. He nearly got it anyway.
(9-3) lead here. What are you thinking, Josh? You think they're closing this out?
I would be surprised. Another good spot from
Wow,
Khalifa.
he's
I don't think
hammering
that's a
these down the
lead.
middle.
Oh, they're checking the ball.
Oh.
No, I would be surprised if we get a 3-love result at this point. I'm sure, even if they do end up changing the ball and playing a lot here, which it looks like they're not.
Right side.
They've won the point, 10-3.
Yeah, that's 3 winners down the middle in the past game that Khalifa's hit.
And again, I think that's got to be part of their game plan, is to use that middle, because all 4 players are, even if you hit that target breaking into the wall, they're so good at handling that. And the hip can be a good target, but that ball down the middle is, they've got to move if they're going to get a racket on that one. Oh.
Going for that trademark shot. Up, broke the string, yeah.
Coming in.
Unfortunately, you don't get a let for that. What do you think Bamber and Zach are chatting about right now?
They're just gonna try to get their rhythm back here. I think it's they've done a really good job of resetting the point, but Sam's had some great shots down the middle. Callis has been really solid on his wall. It's looking pretty difficult to break them down here. They've come out really hot in this 3rd game.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think that Khalifa has maybe hit a couple winners from the back, which have been exceptional, but for the most part, it's been a battle for position. And of course, in this game, it seems that Sam and Chris have won that positioning battle, getting the most looks. Nice shot. Another middle shot there. Reverse. Some great patterns we're seeing out here. Resetting down the middle from Bamber. Pushing him back from Khalifa.
Yeah, I think the difference between this game, the first two, is that Sam and Chris are pushing up so high in the court. They're following so many more balls. They're not really having to take it on their back foot behind them as much.
Right. Yep, that'll be a let.
Gotta be, yep.
Not a bad idea from Khalifa.
Left
If
side.
it's working, keep doing it.
Yeah, there's no real downside to hitting a ball like that and then having a let come out of it.
Yeah. As long as you get it out of reach. I know, you see Bamber and Zach using that same target against Callis, and even though he did get a couple tins at the end of that second game, he's looking for it, and he can hit that reverse as well as he can hit that cross drop off his backhand in the middle, and you gotta make sure it's out of reach. Make them go to the door.
1 second. 5-10 on the right.
If you can get it to die on the door, even better. 5-10. These next few points are going to be significant to see if Sam and Chris can actually extend here. And oh,
What a
yep,
finish.
yep.
That's the Khalifa we know and love.
Cut on that.
Second man, 5-11.
No backswing. Just cut right into the neck. There's that middle again. Seeing a lot of that.
Sam's all the way up
Great
there for that
target, yeah.
reverse, yeah.
Oh, looks like
That
he maybe
hit
hit
him,
Callis.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a let, I'm sure. Oh. Is that a let? 5-11 now? I thought maybe he was down.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that on the screen. That's a smart
Yep.
shot from Sam.
Pretty tough for Bamber to cover that.
Yeah.
Because he's got to cover that front right. Because you know Sam can drop that into the neck. Smart on Sam to actually go for the reverse, find the open quarter.
Oh, wow, that is so
Wow.
slick from Sam.
Khalifa is really starting to find it here. As suspected, right, those next few points make a big difference. Could have been 7-10. Now for 13-5.
Going for it again.
Oh. Smart. Oh. Okay. It's got to be going to a fourth game at this point.
Yeah.
14-5.
Great return.
Second
Could have
man,
used that one earlier.
14-6.
Yeah.
Game ball.
It's easy to hit those when you're down 14-5, right?
Yeah, and that one too.
Coming in, 7-14. Game ball.
Let's do that 8 more times.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And they're going to try that. Yep, good target. And that looks like that'll be the game.
57.
Again, down the middle
They
from
love
Sam.
that down the middle shot, and it really is working as long as they keep it out of reach. We've got a 2-1 lead from Bamber and Alexander. That was a lot more decisive than the previous 2 games.
It was. All right, well, we'll be back in a little over a minute and a half.
All right.
Best thing about squash is definitely the competitive aspect. Even though there's no physical contact, at times it does feel like you're almost like boxing with your opponent, but it's all mental.
The combination of the competitive side of things and the social side.
The people. It's really fun to go to tournaments and hang out with all my friends.
Best thing about squash is getting to stay fit and play an enjoyable game and meet new friends on the tour.
The best thing is the accountability that it gives you, because you have to be consistently training or else you're not going to play very well.
Traveling. You get to go to places you wouldn't go otherwise and get to meet new people.
The best thing about squash, I think, is the feeling of accomplishment when you just played the best game, hit every shot how you wanted to play it, and you've worked well with your partner.
The best part about squash is that it's super therapeutic.
All right, 2-1 for Bamber and Alexander. Let's see if Khalifa and Callus can come back here and push this to a 5th game.
Yeah, if I was guessing, I would say we are going to see a 5th game here. That's where my money is. For those listeners that don't know, the R&TC Open is a relatively new tournament. It started a couple of years ago as a challenger event and has progressed, getting better players, bigger prize pot, and it happens every other year when the Kellner Cup doesn't happen, which has been around for some time now.
It looks like they just got a new ball here that they're warming up.
Yeah.
So this is probably going to be flying like it was in the first game. Longer rallies, it's going to be difficult to put away at the front.
Yeah, I know when you normally get a new ball in the 4th game, you can expect to see a lot of offensive, hard shots, not necessarily floating drops that you might normally see from Khalifa and Zach Alexander. They're going to try and use the speed of the new ball, wait till it softens up, and then they might start kind of dropping that ball in just like they were in the 3rd game.
All right, well, Callus starting off with a statement, serving to Bamber first.
Trying to get in his head, maybe.
Who do you think this new ball favors, Josh?
I would say it would definitely suit Callus and Bamber, although they're all very accustomed to it. He wanted a stroke there. I'm not sure he'll get it.
So it's going to be a let ball.
Yeah, they've all been around for long enough to understand how to change some of their decision making based on the ball. Callus and Bamber definitely being overall probably the harder hitters. They prefer a fast game. Yep.
Down the middle again. Khalifa's doing a really good job of that.
He did really well to get his feet around that, give himself some options, even though he's going down the middle probably the whole time. Reset down the middle. Oh, opportunity for Bamber. Good breaking ball. Yeah. Zach has some great pace on that forehand.
Yeah, he really does. When he turns on that ball, he can really crack it. Really high pace here.
Yeah, you can hear it from the booth.
Yeah, they're just cracking at
pounding it, which is pretty much what we expected, right? We're not, like, those types of shots are not going to be that effective with the new ball. Oh, good coverage from Khalifa.
And that drop from Callis came pretty much all the way back to the service line. That's a really...
All that for a let.
Yeah.
Just let. One love on the right.
Wow, Sam feathering in that drop shot with the hot ball.
Two love.
That is a bold shot.
Yeah, it's not easy to do.
Got away
Bamber
with it
was
this
there.
time.
Yeah, it's a good thing he caught the nick there.
Just let. Two love.
Good place to take a let there.
Yep. It's a nice shot, very tight. Good get from Alexander.
Wow, a lot of these reverses coming off the third wall with this new hot ball.
Great pace again.
Yeah, Zach generates so much pace from that
Tight.
short
It
swing.
looks like he wants a let there. Bamber thinks he had enough space to play it. We'll see if he gets it. A little bit of chat with the ref. I think he got
Playing
that.
the let
Yeah.
ball yet.
Nice
Wow,
shot
it's
for
a great
Khalifa.
shot from
Good
Sam.
length.
Gets his body all the
Yep,
way around
putting
it.
him in front. Good.
Oh, was that good?
Three love.
I think it was based on how.
Oh,
close-
no, I think it was down.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, really close.
But
All right.
that's just what they're going to want to do. They push Zach back, force him to hit, you know, maybe a weak skid or attempted three wall to put that ball in the front left. Good finish from Bamber
Yeah,
right there.
great block right into the neck.
Yep. You can see there's just no backswing, just soft hands.
Coming in. 1-3.
This is a good start for Callis and Khalifa. 3-1. Right, if they could just maintain a couple points distance between Bamber and Alexander, they're going to be able to maintain confidence and keep putting that ball in short, especially when the ball softens up a little bit, which it will pretty soon based on how hard they're pounding that ball. Great target.
Wow, what a spot. It was a little higher than he usually hits. It was like up above Jim's shoulder there.
May have been deliberate. It looks like Bamber's racket was looking for that short, lower ball. Oh,
wow.
Pretty much perfect right there.
So
Yep.
close to that front
boxed
wall.
out Sam.
Yeah.
2-4. Good whip from Khalifa. Pace. Little reset from Khalifa there. Yep, that's it again, right? Pushing him back, put it in short.
Yeah, really high pace here from Sam. He just gets his whole body into that ball.
Yeah, we're seeing kind of a recurring pattern from Khalifa and Callis where they're not necessarily going for outright winners, but they're just pushing their opponents back and just putting that ball in short. Here we go, pushing him back. He's going to reset here. Push him back. And they're going to look for that moment to put it in short once they're behind. Great get from Zach. Good hands. That is such a tough ball to handle from Bamber there.
Yeah, wow.
Smart reset
A lot
down the
of
middle.
chaos down the middle there. And it's
a
going to
let.
end in a let.
As it often does.
What's left? 2-4 on the right.
I think we're going to see a lot more of those kind of long rallies where they're All four of them are recognizing those offensive opportunities, recovering, resetting, attacking. That's a great finish from Callis. He knew exactly what he was doing with it. Nick.
That backhand straight drop from him has been lethal today.
Five, 5-2. Great start. Nice whip from Khalifa. Reset.
Wow,
push
Zach
him
just
back.
reads that ball so well.
Yeah, he never seems to be in that much of a rush. Great
Whoa,
free
what a
ball from
shot
Callis.
from Callis. Jumping backwards.
6-2.
Not an easy angle. Even tougher to retrieve it.
6-2 on the right.
6-2. Widening that gap. Smart.
Yeah, Callis and Khalifa are absolutely rolling here.
Oh, yep, tough ball.
Yeah, great spot from Bamber.
Yeah, he had to take that early. I don't think it was going to sit up after the back wall. Running away from him. 6-3 now. Khalifa serving to Bamber. On the door, putting him in short.
Yeah,
yep,
good
that's the
finish.
pattern. Yeah, they're clearly just trying to push him back, put him in short. And, you know, I think that's what Bamber and Zach were doing so well in the first game, was just taking that ball in at the right time. And it seems like the teams have kind of traded
Yeah.
the effectiveness of that. Oh, bit of an unforced error from Bamber there.
Left side.
Yeah, maybe.
That was the right shot, though.
Yeah.
And Callis was lagging behind him a little
Yeah.
bit.
8-3. Good little cushion for Khalifa and Callis. Not a time to get content, though. Good lob from Callis. Pace from Khalifa.
Wow,
Good spot.
great spot, yeah.
Right at the body.
9-3. Right side.
9-3. Wow.
Yeah,
What a shift.
Seriously. Great start. I mean, they've started well in almost every game here.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
smart
think
shot.
that went down, wasn't it?
Oh.
4-9.
Yeah, I think that maybe clipped the 10. It was there. Yep,
Yeah, it did.
9-4. Yep, both teams. Oh, great finish from
Wow.
Bamber. Yep, just
Out of
trying to kind of
nowhere.
inject some energy there as well. Not much emotion from Zach. Be lying if I said I wasn't guilty of that. Great hands, good nick. Reset from Bamber. Great hands to handle that. That is not easy to do.
Wow.
Played
Really
through
high
that.
pace.
Oh no!
What happened there?
Oh, I think he maybe misjudged it a little bit.
Oh.
Nearly caught it on the the second behind the backswing. Looked good. Was that down?
No, it was down. All right, so just like that, we're at 11-5. Callis continuing to serve to Bamber coming in.
Yeah, I wonder if that maybe because towards the tail end of that that third game, we saw Zach kind of bury a couple balls right off the return. There was no pressure, as you know, it was game ball, but he's capable of putting that ball down from everywhere.
Yeah, Zach is really dangerous. Doesn't really matter where the ball is.
Yep, and there was that attack right off the return.
Yeah.
Good hands from Khalifa. Reset from Alexander.
Oh, what a
That
shot.
is such a tough shot to read and to hit. 13-5. It is looking like we may be getting a 5th game here.
Yeah, they did a really great job of.
It's got to be an error from Khalifa.
Yeah.
Almost too easy for him. You can tell just the body language. They look a little more relaxed, Callis and Khalifa right now. Obviously confident with this bit of a cushion that they have, but it just allows them to play that much freer.
Coming in, 7-13.
7-13. Getting this point for Khalifa and Callis would be huge.
Yeah, the rallies have been shorter than I expected with this new ball here. Looks like in the second half of this game, both teams have been kind of taking it in. Wow, that's a good spot.
There's that 14th point.
Game ball.
It's very likely that we do get a 5th game. The crowd will be happy. Oh, and there it is.
All right, headed to a 5th. Callis and Khalifa coming back.
This is exactly what Khalifa and Callis are looking for. They're doing it the hard way. The same score as the 3rd game, 15-7, 15-7. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back for the final game in about 90 seconds. Alright, we're back for the final game. R&TC Open Final.
Let's see if Callis and Khalifa can finish out the comeback on the home court here.
Yeah, it's hard not to root for them. Obviously, the momentum is going in their favor. It is tough to win this 5th game. Going up 2-0 with the home crowd against you. But they're a very solid team. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments. We'll see if they can get it done.
Yeah, these last 2 games have been pretty dominant from Callis and Khalifa. gone up, 5 or 6 points pretty quickly in the last 2 games.
Now, what do you think? What do you think the score is going to be?
I think it's going to be closer than the last 2. I think Bamber and Zach have something left in the tank. They're going to give it everything they've got here.
Oh, for sure. I'm going to go 15-11. Where my money is.
I'm calling a 15-13.
Oh,
I'm feeling
he wants
close.
a stroke. I bet he gets a let.
We're going to play a let. Level.
Bamber's hoping for a no let.
And it's let ball.
Yep.
Yeah, it's rare that you see contentious calls in the doubles court.
Is it?
I don't know. I mean,
like
in my
I see a lot of
experience,
that.
I don't know. I think it's hard to argue with the 3 ref system. In singles, when you have one guy making the decisions, it's pretty easy to argue with him. But if you have 3 people up there,
Yeah, it does make it easier on the ref.
yeah,
A little bit less pressure. However, the players will let you know.
Coming in.
Most of them are not that shy. Oh,
ambitious there
yeah.
between the legs from Chris.
Yep. Good spot from Zach Alexander.
Whoa, what a serve! Came all the way around to that.
Oh, I think Khalifa's suggesting that it hit Zach, and
You were ready to hit the ball. All 3 of us said no let.
I'm not quite sure.
We didn't think you were ready to hit the ball.
Oh, I suppose it didn't. They're giving Bamber and Alexander the point. 1-2 left.
2 pretty odd points to start out.
All right. Yep, resetting. Oh, a little aggressive there from Khalifa.
Yeah, that reverse coming off the 3rd wall.
Yeah, looks like Callis and Khalifa are playing a little more aggressive than they were in the previous games, just in terms of how early they're putting that ball in.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll want to continue being as disciplined as they were in the previous 2 games about pushing them back and then putting that ball in short. Wow, great shot from Zach.
Yeah, when Zach turns onto that forehand, he can really put some pace on it.
Oh, good nick from Callis.
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
good spot.
All right, and they're on the board. 2-1. I think he's got to be serving on the right. Yeah, both teams definitely going to be fighting for a good start to this game. Absolutely crucial. Good dunk from Bamber there. Retrieval from Callis. Resetting now. Tight.
Yeah, really tight. Taking so many balls from the door, both of them.
Yeah, I'm sure Callis and Khalifa are going to want to continue trying to find that middle offensive shot that's just barely out of reach from both Bamber and Alexander. Good spot down the middle,
yeah.
right under
Wow, I think this
Callis'
is
feet.
this
Yeah.
is the best start that Bamber and Alexander have had this match.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see if Khalifa and Callis are able to regroup, shorten the gap a little bit. Wow, good lob from Bamber
great
there.
lob.
Yep.
4-1, right side.
Yeah, that lob can be very offensive if you threaten them with that short drop shot. You can see that he kind of pulls Khalifa in and then pushes him over his head. Good hands from Callis to handle that. Oh. Well, didn't seem like his feet were quite set for that. Yeah, a little off balance.
It's the right shot, though. We've seen him put so many of those well in this evening.
Yeah, they've really got to get Zach and Bamber to the back, get position, and then they'll know what to do from there. 5-1. quite a start for Bamber and Alexander. This is just what they needed. Good spot.
Is that asking for a let?
Certainly
There,
asking for a let.
5-1.
Looks like he's going to get it.
All right.
5-1.
What do you think the serve that Zach keeps hitting to Callis hard off the sidewall to make him turn the middle of the court?
I imagine he's just trying to make it just slightly more uncomfortable for him. Right? Even though he's not expecting a winner out of it, he just wants him turning onto his backhand with the ball kind of spinning away from him. It's hard to put a ball away when it's spinning that way. Shot. Good get from Zach. Tough angle there.
Yeah.
This is a fast
point.
Great Good
shot.
finish from Khalifa. They needed that.
Really well disguised.
So
too.
hard to read that. The way he gets totally squared up around it and then flicks it off the backhand. That is hard to do.
All right, little sign of life here from Callis and Khalifa. Let's see what they can do.
This is going to be an important stretch for both teams. Right, this is kind of the reverse of what we saw in that fourth game. And of course, Khalifa and Callis were able to kind of separate a little bit. They're going to want to try and close the gap. In this case, great shot.
Yeah.
Tough ball. He's apologizing. He thinks it's lucky. It's a pretty good shot.
3-5.
A little risky. Yeah, he probably was aiming for that cross-court drop and caught the reverse instead. Great get from Khalifa. Good hands. Ooh, opportunity. Good target from Bamber. Wow. Great finish. Yeah. He's pumped. He's feeling it.
Second man, 3-6 on the left.
Yeah, little emotion from Zach there. He was pleased. I would be too.
Time. First serve, 3-6.
That's tight from Bamber. Good get from Callis.
This seems like a really important point here. There's a big difference between 7-3 and 6-4.
Yeah.
Khalifa flicking it behind him. Bit of a prayer there.
It is strange how certain points seem to psychologically matter more than others.
Yeah.
That difference between 6 and 7, it feels different. Just makes it feel that much more out of reach. Not impossible, just
checking the ball here.
Yeah.
Struggling, outright struggling to catch that.
I'm sure Callis and Khalifa are hoping for a broken ball here. Get a let out of it. Doesn't look like they'll get it. 7-3. They're going to have to regroup here. Very crucial point in the match right now. Wow. That was a good serve.
It was a great
Forcing
serve.
Khalifa all the way into that back right. Good touch from Callis. Smart to push him back.
Is that good?
I think that was down.
Yeah.
Yep. Not a bad idea, though. He's got the hands to pull that off, and it was open. Khalifa was behind him. Good reset from Khalifa. Down the middle, left ball.
7-4.
7-4. They're within distance here. 3 points. Can happen quick. Just, I'm sure they're hoping it goes in the right direction. Down the middle.
Good pace from
Yep,
Sam here.
yep.
He's really stepping up on these balls.
Oh.
Wow, it was the right
That's
shot,
tough.
though.
It's a tough shot to hit from that angle off the volley. I know he did hit that shot earlier in the match, but that is a tough shot to pull off, especially with Bamber right in your business.
Wow, Zach. Oh!
What a get. Oh, good
wow.
finish.
Zach coming alive there to cover
Yep.
that volley over Bamber's head and then finishing with the cross-court nick.
Yeah, I have to say, I think Zach is, I don't know what he's been doing, but it looks like he maybe lost weight or he's moving a lot better than what I've seen in the past. And he wasn't a bad mover before. He always reads really well, so he doesn't really have to run that quickly, but he just looks a little bit more agile right now. Oh, it's a ridiculous shot from Khalifa.
Wow, out of nowhere.
Yep. Just high. 5'9", still within distance. That was a big point for Khalifa and Callis.
5'9".
It's well done from Jim Bamber to retrieve that forehand reverse boast from Khalifa off the door. That is a tough shot to see coming.
Wow, that ball comes all the way around, basically behind Callis.
This ball is hot right now.
Yeah.
Oh. Great shot from Callis. Can they capitalize? Oh, you can. Yep. They got it done. That was a good finish. It's a good thing he hit it that well. He nearly let him off of the let if it wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Really well hit. 6-9 now, it looks like.
All right, here we go. Let's see if they can get to 10 and be a part of your 70% statistic here, Josh.
Hasn't been true so far. Let's see if this is the time. Yep, resetting, getting some structure. Good shot.
Wow,
oh,
that is absolutely flat.
Absolute pancake. Yep. Add that to the collection.
What a great time for it, too.
There's absolutely nothing you can do about that, even if you see it coming. That's a winner. That ball.
7-9.
Yeah, you can see Sam still using that down the middle. I think in that particular moment, he would have probably preferred it to be a little bit more to Bamber's side. I bet they want Bamber stretching to the door more than Zach trying to cut it off on the volley on his forehand. He's got options. A little physical right there. Good down the line from Callis. Reset from Khalifa. Good target there from Zach. Inside hip on Callis. There's that shot. Great target there.
Go, Sam.
Oh. Tough. Very honest. Called it on himself.
Yeah, great shot by Bamber.
Good retrievals from both of them.
7-10 on the right.
10-7. Huge stage in the game right now. Now or never, really. They need to close the gap right now. Callis and Khalifa, that is. Bamber and Zach looking to extend.
7-10.
What do you think about safety lets?
Love them. Big fan.
It's kind of a mixed opinion amongst the SDA. I know plenty of pros think that safety has a role. Others think that, well, if you don't know where the guy is, then that's on you.
I've been hit enough by severely amateur players to be a big fan of safety lets.
I would agree with the amateurs, absolutely. Although these guys, their court awareness is so good that they're playing balls. If they know they've got an inch, they're going to take that.
Yeah.
Very ambitious fadeaway reverse. Oh,
wow,
what a shot
Callis.
from Callis. Huge.
Threading the needle there. That had to be perfect, too.
Yeah, he was standing there. He had some good weight on it. Dropped it in. 8-10. Here we go. Let ball. A little bit of power hitting. Both teams looking to attack without the risk. I have a feeling we're going to see some highlight reel type shots towards the tail end of this match.
Yeah, I think Khalifa's going to start hammering it.
And
What a
there's
shot.
one, right? He shows cross. The way he opens up his shoulder like that just pulls everyone leaning onto their right foot. Sure enough, he beams it down the line. Great shot. 9-10. Great get. Smart reset there. Good quality as well.
Here we go.
Didn't hit that one as well as he would have liked. Bamber was all over it. Oh, what a shot.
Yeah.
Yep, he had him boxed out.
Callis knew it too. He went straight for it.
So hard for Callis to cover that. Gets that second bounce well before his own sidewall. Yep, looks like he got his foot stuck there.
Yeah.
They play a let. 11-9. What did I say? 15-12, 15-11? Crunch time for Khalifa and Callis. If
Yeah,
they're
it
gonna,
is.
Prove me right. We'll see. I thought he may have asked for a let there. He didn't. Goes to play through. Great spot.
Yeah.
Oh, he's asking
think
for
that's
a
a let
let.
here?
I'm not sure he was there. It looks like the quality died in the back. I'm sure he disagrees. He probably feels like he was almost boxed out from Khalifa, but I think the shot quality was too good there. It's a little bit out of reach. He would have had to go to the door.
Hit that pretty hard.
Yep, and they did not give it to him. It's 11-10 now.
11-10.
I have a feeling they're going to, Callis and Khalifa will look for that down the middle, kind of leaning more towards Bamber. Yep, good spot from Khalifa. Awkward.
All right, 11-all. The home crowd's getting into it.
Yeah, so momentum is shifting back in favor of Khalifa and Callis. 11-all.
They've done really well to claw their way back here to even.
What are you thinking? If you're Zach and Jim right now, how are you able to? That's got to be a let. Yeah, he's maybe looking for a stroke there. Yep, he is, but does not look like he's going to get it. Bamber and Zach have got to try and find a way to shift the momentum back because Chris and Sam are really finding their rhythm. Such a momentum game here.
Oh, that was almost over the back wall. That could be a stroke.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Yep, they call it a let. He's obviously not pleased with that. He feels like it was a stroke.
Sorry, my fault. 1 second.
It was tough, and on doubles, you really should be playing any shot that you can. I think that he was not fishing for that, but that's the challenge for the ref, is being able to know that really fine difference between what could be just a couple inches in the split second.
All
right, scoreline's back to 11-11.
Tight. Oh, what a shot. That was big. Yep.
Wow. Just
great time for it.
in.
Bamber well behind him. Nothing Zach can do to help. All started with that glued rail that he hit down the line to Bamber.
All right, it looks like Callis and Khalifa have wow, firing it in.
Wow.
Yeah,
great defense.
Good counter from Bamber.
Bamber loves that little trickle boast on the counter. Very hard to read given his variation. spot there. Well, these next few points are obviously some of the biggest points of the entire match. Oh,
wow.
And he drops it into the nick.
Incredible hands there.
Oh, that is so hard to do, given the body position he was in. Very well deserved. Absolutely perfect. 13-12. Home crowd is loving it. Amber and Zach are going to do everything they can to try and kind of quiet that crowd down here. Oh, look to do it again right there. Turning, ambitious. Tight again from Callis. That ball is glued. Oh, Khalifa is feeling it. You can tell the way he's going for it. Like he is finding that neck.
He is locked in here.
Oh, great movement there to get around it.
Oh, you could tell
he thought about it there. Oh, opportunity. Smart. Attack the player in the front. Oh, good length there. Smart. Good coverage. Putting him in short.
Oh, that nick
Great
came a little
reset.
too far.
Oh. Yeah, they are absolutely battling right now.
Oh,
all that for a lap. Wow.
I thought Sammy had it on that reverse there.
This is great squash. This is what we all strive for right here. These patterns, this offense, defense, it's incredible. 13-12, huge point here. And obviously, Bamber and Zach looking to tie it up, give themselves a chance to get that game ball. Oh, good shot there. Nice retrieval from Bamber. Smart.
Wow, almost
Are they
had
going
him
to do
on
it
that.
here? Great shot there.
Shot from Callis. He is fired up.
Wow.
Bang.
Huge.
Ball's good.
Yeah,
Looks like the ball was fine.
Callis has got to want this, maybe more than anyone else on the court. He's been having some off-court issues, and he's here to prove that he's got it. And he's proved it so far. He's an absolute weapon out there. Boys are banging it around right now.
Yeah, Zach's coming in with some pace.
Yeah,
seeing if he makes something happen.
Match ball. Proving that I may have been right.
Oh, what a shot by Sam to finish it.
Oh, my God. What a finish. What a match. Like, come back from 2-0 down to win the R&TC Open title. Very well deserved and well fought from Bamber and Zach Alexander.
Sammy Callis on the home court.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Well, thank you all for listening. You guys were all treated to an absolute masterclass here. And thanks for joining me, Dalen.
All right. Have a good evening, guys.
All right.
Give us a second. I'll just say a couple words. What a fitting end to what has been an incredible 5 days of squash. From Thursday at 5 o'clock till now, 20 teams, 19 matches, 40 hours of court time, a pro-am. This club has been electric since Thursday, so thank you guys for everything that you've done. Just want to say a couple of really quick thank yous to those that made this event happen and made this event so special. Putting on an event like this is an enormous task, which ends now, and the preparation for the next year's task really starts very, very shortly after. So first of all, I want to thank all the staff of our club. From the moment you walk in and Nigel stands up and shakes your hand, till you go into the locker room and Fala and Ram have all your stuff ready, you go to the steam and Juan has everything set for you. Every step of the way, the staff here make you feel at home and they make you feel special. And so thank you to all the Rapids Tennis Club staff for making this a great time. This weekend, we really learned the depth of the talent that we have at our pro shop as Josh Hughes took over as tournament director, and from start to finish, soup to nuts, Josh was responsible for pretty much everything. So thank you. We also made the semifinals and played in the finals of the Pro-Am, so had a really good week on and off the court. Next, I want to thank the players that made, and we'll get into you guys in just a second, but the players, this is a long season. There are double the number of tournaments there were when some of the, well, these guys were all sort of young when I started playing doubles. The tournament has expanded, it is long, it is grueling, and this is like the 9th inning of the season. This is the end of the season. So for 20 teams to come out here, and meanwhile there's also a pro tournament going on in Long Island this same past weekend. It was an incredible weekend for squash in New York, so thank you to all the ST pros for coming out and performing. Lastly, I really want to thank the members who came out, who helped sponsor the event, who played in the Pro-Am, who volunteered to referee, who volunteered to commentate on the live stream, who helped out for whatever was needed. The members here were fantastic. From Thursday, I've never seen this gallery as crowded on a Friday night. I don't know who was selling tickets, but that was the most electric Friday night I've seen in this gallery in my 15 years as a member. So thank all the members for coming out, for playing, for commentating, for being incredible fans. This tournament is for you guys, so hope you enjoyed the show. To our finalists, Zach Alexander, Jim Bamber, you guys are a complete class act. So fun to watch. Between Jim's roaring like a lion, hitting those cross-court nicks, and Zach's incredible everything. So effortless, the way you swing, the way you move. I mean, you have the oohs and ahs in the gallery going the whole night. It was really an incredible display of squash. You guys came back from 14-12 down in a second to sneak that game out. It came down to the wire. Congratulations to you guys, one of the
great finalists here.
First of all, I hope you enjoyed that final. Congratulations to your two members here. They are an unbelievable team. I think they did come off to a little bit of a slow start, which was great that we cashed in what we could. And then once Sam got hot, I knew it was always going to be trouble from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the evening. We also have congratulations to James with his baby here on Friday. Josh, you set up great, just with his communication with me and a lot of the players, and just anything we needed all weekend. He took 2 seconds to get back to us. Josh, thank you. Well done. The last stop for us. So we've had a bunch of good seasons, and I just want to say the exact thing for everything.
And Chris and Sam, if you look at the lineage of squash doubles champions, from the Gary Ways to the Damian Mudges to the Victor Bergs to the Ben Goulds to the Monica Thors, there's been sort of partnerships that have passed down along the way. And Sam and Chris are two elements of what an incredible line of squash champions. They're also members here who, on a Tuesday night, will get on the court and play with anyone. In fact, in the gallery, raise your hand if you've been on the court with Khalifa or Callis this season. Rob, you should have both your hands right now. These are guys that will play with the members on Tuesday at 6 o'clock, and then they're going to come out and they're going to win the pro tournament. They are ubiquitous representation of what this club stands for. So, and Chris, it's awesome to see you back on court and winning. So to our winners.
Wow, I mean, it's surreal to finish this season on this note, winning this title with Chris in front of all friends and everyone. But I want to thank the sponsors, the members, everyone who made this happen. Tournament Chairman Dylan Patterson, Robbie Berner. I want to thank the exceptional pro shop, James Stout, Josh Hughes, Yasser Campbell, Morris Clother, and Christopher Scott for their continued support. For our opponents today, Zach and Bamber, I mean, we've had numerous battles before, and you guys always are very clean, very fair, very entertaining squash, and it's always a treat being on court with you, and I have no doubt that we'll have many more to come, so thank you for that. And then last but not least, to my partner, Chris, I don't know where to start, but like, I owe you the biggest thank you of all, really, not only for carrying me throughout the entire weekend, including today's match, but the truth is, like, you know, like many of you know, like he's had one heck of a year, like starting with a back injury and then being diagnosed with cancer and then undergoing surgery and then battling through chemotherapy and then here he is just standing, like playing a match, like, you know, like nothing has happened. So I don't know how to do it.
don't want to dig in, don't want to show up to work, feeling lazy, feeling tired. I just think the first time I move on with my day, and so it's great to have you brought that up.